Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the secrets hidden in plain sight within corporate filings. And let me tell you, this one's a doozy, a little caffeine kick to get you going. We're diving into a Form 8K from Coffee Holding Co. Inc. Now, an 8K is like a company's immediate bulletin board reporting big stuff that happens. What's the big stuff here? Well, it's all about their latest financial chat with the public. Coffee Holding Co. Inc. They put out a press release on September 12, 2025, talking about how they did financially for the quarter that ended July 31, 2025. Think of it as them saying, here's how much coffee we sold, here's how much it cost us, and here's how much we made. This report itself is pretty standard. It tells us the date of the event, which is September 12, 2025. It confirms their official name, Coffee Holding Co. Inc., and where they're incorporated, which is Nevada. You know, all the boring but necessary details. Now, what kind of coffee are we talking about? They're publicly traded, and their common stock, which is basically a piece of ownership in the company, is listed on the NASDAQ stock market LLC under the ticker symbol JVA. So if you're a coffee lover who likes to invest, this is a company you could potentially put your money into. The meat of this specific filing, the what happened that's newsworthy, is really just that they released this press release. It's not announcing a merger or anything dramatic, but it is pointing us to where we can find their latest profit and loss numbers, or as they say, quarterly financial performance. And that press release is included as Exhibit 99.1. Think of exhibits as the actual documents that back up what the company is saying in the report. So if you want to see the exact words of their financial update, you'd look at Exhibit 99.1. Signing off on this report is Andrew Gordon, who is the President and Chief Executive Officer. This tells us the report has been officially reviewed and approved by top leadership. It's dated September 12, 2025, the same day they released their financial news. Now, looking at this report, it's more of a notification that they've released information rather than the information itself. The real juice, the numbers that tell us if Coffee Holding Co. actually brewed up a good quarter, would be in that Exhibit 99 DROM press release. Usually these press releases detail things like revenue, net income, and earnings per share. For instance, they might say revenue grew by 10%, meaning they brought in more money from selling coffee than in the previous quarter. Or perhaps their net income dropped by 5%, signaling that despite selling more, their costs went up, eating into their profits. Hammonds-Vidingan into their profits. We don't have those specific numbers here in this 8K filing itself, but the fact that they are reporting on their quarterly performance is key. It means they are actively communicating their financial health to investors. In the world of investing, transparency and regular updates are super important. When a company like Coffee Holding Co. releases financial results, investors look for trends. Is their revenue growing consistently? Are their profits going up or down? How do their expenses compare to their sales? For example, if their cost of goods sold, which are the expenses directly related to making and selling their coffee, has increased significantly, it could mean they're paying more for coffee beans or for shipping. If this increase isn't matched by a rise in the price they sell their coffee for, then their profit margins will shrink. This is something a savvy investor would watch closely. They'd want to know if the company can pass those higher costs on to their customers without losing too many sales. Also, it's important to note that this filing is from September 2025, reporting on the quarter ending July 31, 2025. This gives us a snapshot from the past. To get the full picture of Coffee Holding Co.'s financial journey, you'd need to look at their filings over several periods. Are they consistently growing? Are they recovering from a downturn? Are they expanding into new markets or developing new coffee products? These are the kinds of questions that a series of these reports can help answer. Now, looking at this report more broadly, Coffee Holding Co. Inc. is putting out financial news which is generally a positive sign of active management and communication with the market. The key things to watch for in the accompanying press release would be revenue growth, profitability, and any forward-looking statements from management about the company's future prospects. If they're talking about increasing sales, expanding their distribution, or launching new coffee blends, that points to a strategy for growth. On the flip side, if they are reporting declining sales or increased debt, those are signals that might require a closer look at the risky whelking new coffee blends. That points to a strategy for growth. On the flip side, if they are reporting declining sales or increased debt, those are signals that might require a closer look at the risks they face. In my opinion, this filing is a standard procedural announcement. The real story, the financial performance of Coffee Holding Co. for that recent quarter, is contained within the press release they attached as an exhibit. Without seeing those numbers, it's hard to give a definitive analysis of their business health. However, the very act of releasing this information on time demonstrates a commitment to regulatory compliance and investor relations. The direction of the company, its strengths and weaknesses, will hinge entirely on the details within that press release. Investors should be looking for signs of sustainable revenue growth, healthy profit margins, and a clear strategy to navigate the competitive coffee market. Are they an emerging growth company? The box is unchecked, suggesting they are more established. This means expectations for growth might be more modest compared to a startup, and stability would be a key factor. Alright, that's our quick decode of this Coffee Holding Co. filing. What's your take on companies releasing financial updates? Do you think it's exciting or just more corporate jargon? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more insights into the world of corporate finance. And hey, don't forget to join our Discord community linked in the description for more direct discussions and to stay updated on our latest analyses. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next decode.